What's up, you guys? I posted a poll last week that asked if you'd rather see me make my meal preps or if you'd rather see me cook dinner, and it got hundreds of votes, but 200 votes went to meal prepping, so today we will be meal prepping. So I have come up with 3 different meal options. I have one that's super basic, broccoli, potatoes, and chicken. That one's super fast because you're gonna see that I'll be using the microwave for a lot of it except the chicken. And then the other ones will be a little more, not advanced, but there's a little more to them, a little more cooking, and it's gonna be, I'm gonna bake some turkey sausage and vegetables, and then I'm gonna make a stir fry. And all of these will include rice except the one with potatoes. Something that was important to me when choosing what I'd be making is keeping them on a budget, because like I said, it can get really expensive meal prepping, and just there's this kind of a misconception that healthy food has to be expensive, but I've been able to keep all of these under $50, except the chia seeds. I already had those. But I think it was all under $50, and I think it's gonna make about, I'm guessing 6 to 8 meals. And to make this a little bit more interesting, I'm gonna set a timer and shoot for, I was gonna say an hour, but maybe an hour and 15 minutes, because I just wanna make one morning meal prep. So setting an hour, starting now. All right, this is nerve-wracking. I'm gonna start with what I'm baking. I did already start the oven. Yeah, I did. And I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way. What I like about pre-packaged stuff, to be quite honest, this could have been even a little more cheaper if I didn't buy the pre-packaged vegetables. I know chicken can get old, so a good substitute is turkey sausage. It has a lot of protein and it's not too high in calories. I don't weigh my food, and I don't do any of that stuff because really my goal is just to eat healthy. Since I was little, I ate really healthy. I'm talking like at 3 years old, I was ordering, what was it? My mom always tells me at 3 years old, I would be like, can I please have a salad with balsamic? I always have like a carb, a protein, and then a vegetable, always. And I eat tons of vegetables. It's just good for you. So I just make everything thinner if I need to, or cut them down as needed. Just they take longer to cook if they're super huge. Usually when I meal prep, well, I started meal prepping in high school, and I would make 15 meals every single Sunday, which was a bit extreme. So by the time I was in college, I hated meal preps. I can barely start eating this again because I ate it so much in high school. And I just started to eat ground turkey again. I couldn't even smell it for a while because I was traumatized. I think this might actually be cheaper than buying a full bag of carrots, a whole thing of broccoli, and then a big thing of cauliflower. You can really use whatever vegetables. I've put mushrooms in here before. That's how I do it, see? What are we at? 3 minutes, going good. Leo, do you eat healthy?
I try to.
You try to? Do you meal prep?
No, I need to.
Are you feeling inspired? Oh, okay,
yes.
Good. I like spraying it with this oil later. This is from Target. I got all my groceries at Walmart though. Actually, even though Sprouts is super expensive, you can get your produce really cheap there, just not box stuff. Basically, I just bake this with all the vegetables with turkey sausage, and then I lay it over rice. And I do recommend a rice cooker, but you'll see on all of these, if you just wanted to make green beans, it said you can microwave them in the bag for 3 minutes. So a lot of people might say the microwave's not good for cooking, but if you're like really seriously starting, that's a good place to start. So don't let anyone make you feel bad for using a microwave. I just cut off some of those ends. But yeah, they all come washed, so it's just way more convenient. And you'll see if you even make this for dinner, like this is like a 15-minute prep time. I do like using my rice cooker for my rice. I recommend getting one if you don't have one. I have a lot of fancy cooking things right now because I put them all on my wedding registry. I really seriously fill it up. This should for sure make 3 meals. 1, 2, for me. I don't eat tons. I'll meal prep for Josiah sometimes. He's very lucky. He's actually, just by my cooking, I haven't like been on a diet or anything, but he's lost, I think, 10 pounds by just eating the food I make. The hardest thing for me about meal prepping is the cleanup afterwards, because it's like 3-4 meals of meal prep, of cooking in one day. You have to wash all those dishes. But what I really, really love is that the rest of the week, I hardly do dishes.
Because you don't have to cook that.
Yeah, because I don't have to cook that much. Plus, a lot of times I feel like we only really eat bad when we're super hungry. Like I had Arby's the other day and I posted it on my Snapchat story because I do like Arby's, but I felt so sick afterwards. But it was still good. But if I would have had a meal prep ready, I would have preferred that way better. And think about it, 8 meals for $50, that's so cheap. Okay, I think we're good on the vegetables. I'm gonna start cutting this. And I usually don't use the whole thing. It's okay, you can use the same knife. It's not that aesthetically pleasing, but I just spread them out. Add a few more vegetables and then ready to bake that. And if you think about it, if this was one meal, like you're making a dinner, that would be done, you'd be done prepping it in 10 minutes. Not bad at all. Okay, probably gonna take the longest. Okay, let me show you the rice cooker, which I love. So basically with the rice cooker, I already washed it. I'm gonna add all of it. And I'm gonna add water up until, I have long nails, but up until, it's supposed to be right there, but I'm gonna add water up until there because of the length of my nails. And that's how you know how much water you should put. So I'll fill it up. Perfect. This is why I love rice makers, because you just put the rice, add the water, and it'll stop when it's ready. You don't have to keep track of like if it gets too dry, or sometimes if I boil it in just the pot, it stays really watery, that sort of thing. So while that's cooking, I'm gonna chop the chicken. Gotta be careful with chicken. I'm gonna, since it's 2 meals, there's one I specifically want to make with the pan. And then the second one I wanna make is gonna be in the air fryer. I always cut off the fat. Let's see if there's any other. And it definitely cooks quicker in the air fryer, I think. I use jasmine rice. I know brown rice is healthier, but I just cannot get myself to eat brown rice, especially because I ate it for so long. I don't even want to look at it. So I'm going to season my chicken. I'm just gonna season it really bland because I'm gonna add a sauce later. Oops, not that one. Yeah, so again, just lightly spray it. I'll add garlic, salt. Later, I'm gonna add teriyaki, so this doesn't have to be too flavorful. The next one will be. I'll just add it to the air fryer. Just mix it while it's in there, and then 375 for 15 minutes. I'm gonna take this, add a little bit of oil, mix it around. There's a packet of sauce in here somewhere. I see it. So this is a sauce that pairs really good with this. I use maybe this much. I do not recommend using this much sauce. It's way too much sugar. So just that much for a tiny bit of flavor, but we'll add it later. I'll just leave it on medium and let those cook. So these are the coolest potatoes. I'm gonna start working on the more, I messed it up. I just go through and I take off any little, I don't know what you call those. Whatever these are, you take them off, just like you would regular potatoes that you buy in the bag. These are nice because they come pre-washed as well. What are we at? 23 minutes. That's good, right?
Yeah.
It comes inside of it. And then what I do is I take saran wrap. I add some oil to them. I put this seasoning. Then you just mix them. I do this for dinner a lot, but I do like them in the air fryer also. For the sake of time, since I'm trying to make all these meals, I'm going to microwave these two just to steam them. But what's also about my rice maker is there's this little portion that you can put at the top to put vegetables, and the steam that rises with the rice steams the vegetables at the same time. So I put the potatoes for 5 minutes, and by the time the timer goes off, they'll be completely done. Flip it, but it's cooking well. I might even throw it in the pan with the vegetables later. The last thing we have to prep is the chicken. I've never made this chicken before. I'm gonna make lemon herb chicken. Wait, lemon rosemary chicken, because I love rosemary. It's so good. I'm slicing this chicken just, honestly, when you're meal prepping, you get so tired of things that for me, even the way it looks makes a difference. I like to see different, I just want it to look different, and I like them to taste different. So I usually always try to season my chicken different. I love like anything with lemon. Like even my ground turkey, I season with lemon pepper. But I've never ever made this type before with the rosemary, but I think it should be good. So I'm going to turn down the heat, and you'll see about how much sauce I add. Okay, literally that's it. And I'm just gonna throw away the rest. Or sometimes I'll use it for other meals. It just gives it just enough flavor. And then I'll add this in there. Maybe just that much for now. And I'll air fry the rest and maybe use it for a salad later in the week. About to season the chicken and then add it to the pan. See how we're doing on time. 30 minutes left.
Not bad.
Pretty good. I'm gonna spray it. Gonna add, I think I'll use garlic. Salt. I'm not gonna add the lemon until it's actually in the pan, so I don't waste it. A little bit of pepper. Add my chicken. Grab the lemons. Mix it all up. Check on this. That's good. Oh yeah, it's almost done. Nice. This chicken, that's done. I'll just save this for the rest of the week. I just usually cut a chicken in half, one of the pieces of chicken. Yep, cooked. So I'll put that in the back. Take the potatoes out. Oh, and you'll see that now. Let me get a fork. They're perfectly cooked. Now, broccoli can take a really long time to cook, like on the pan, or so I just like it best steamed. I have a steamer, but right now I just make sure it's kind of evenly distributed. Probably I'll start with 4 minutes. And our rice. I never plugged it in. It's okay, it won't take long. What I'm making right now while I'm waiting for everything else to cook is overnight oats. I got sick of them for a while, so I stopped eating them, but now I'm ready to try them again. I do cinnamon apple because I don't like to add sugar to them, and I use just plain Greek yogurt, which can taste kind of sour. So if you add this apple, the red apple, whatever it's called, then it sweetens it up without having to add sugar. Just cut them like that. And then even then, I just prefer them smaller. Easier to eat them. Okay, so I usually mix it up. I'll add about, really, this whole thing is 240 calories, and I put maybe a spoonful. And then, I don't put that many oats, because they thicken overnight. These are specifically the old-fashioned oats, and this brand, I guess Kodiak's, what do you call it? They're also protein oats. Then I add some almond milk. It's really to your preference because it's based on how thick you like it, like the consistency. How to make sure it's not paprika. I'll mix it up. I do add chia seeds. They're kind of expensive for the whole bag, this big old bag, but they last a while, and I just use a spoonful. So once you are at this point, you can add the apples. And there are those. This is now ready. Everything's almost ready. Let me check the broccoli. It might not be done. I hate when I over steam stuff. Oh, it's perfect. Okay, that's done. These take a little longer to cook because they're bigger pieces. I think this can be 3 meals, 3 meals, 3 meals. Yeah, I think we'll actually have 9 meals. Ooh, I might have to put it all in the Tupperware and then add the rice at the end. I'm gonna try this. It looks plain, but remember there's lemon in it, so. It's good, but I'm gonna add more lemon. They're just gonna be missing the rice, basically. It's kind of not my fault. Ugh. You know what I mean. My rice is going. How much time do I have left?
Yeah.
5 minutes. 8 minutes?
Well,
52, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna start with the meal that's complete without the rice. Like I said, I put tons of vegetables. I wish I even made more for this. I'm gonna make 3 out of this. I just steamed it. So this is like the starter one. If you're barely meal prepping, maybe start with those potatoes that you can microwave. Or maybe if you're like, you feel like you have not enough time to meal prep, you can start with this. What? Then I'm gonna add the chicken. I'll leave some for you so you could sample it and tell me what's the best. Then the potatoes. I think my rice is almost done. I think I have 5 more minutes. This is gonna be the teriyaki stir fry. And that one will just have rice added to it. Oh, it's almost ready. It's gonna be ready. What time is it? What's the time? Okay, 4 minutes, maybe. Josiah says I use too many dishes, and it is true. A little bit.
Make them watch it.
Oh look, it's ready. It's ready. Oh, okay, I think I can make it within the time. Now the rice is ready. See, perfectly done. I'm just gonna. Oh, it's heavy. Okay, I think I have 2 minutes left. And the rice is perfect. Could be steamed a little bit longer. Ow! Hot. Okay, I think we're good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 meal preps in 1 hour, under $50. So Leo's coming behind the camera to sample which one is his favorite.
All right, so this is the sausage and the...
And the vegetables, the one in the oven.
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That has a lot of flavor.
You like that one?
I like
Okay.
that one a lot.
But wait till you try my chicken. Actually, I don't
Which
know.
one should I try?
Compare. That one was pretty good.
Okay, let's try.
Make
This is a
the lemon rosemary chicken.
lemon rosemary chicken. Let's see.
That one's bomb, right? I'd never made that one before. But wait till you try the potato.
Okay.
I'll let you finish. Wait, no, this potato.
This one?
Yeah. Has more spices, more flavor. Right? Those are so good.
Right, this is like, there's nothing around when it comes to it. It's really good.
This one is, like I said, I didn't add as much soy sauce. It's still good, and think of it with rice, because you should really be eating that with rice and the vegetables. But then you have to rate them now.
So I like, this one's good. I would say, honestly, number 1 would be the stir fry with the, what was it, the sausage?
Yeah. Turkey sausage.
Turkey sausage. I'm a sucker for turkey sausage.
It's really good.
And then also the vegetables were really good because of that. And it wasn't too much of the
seasoning?
The second one would be this one.
The chicken or the potatoes?
The potato. I mean, the potatoes are bomb.
They're so
for
good.
them to be in that little box that we just filmed, I like it. And this third one, this one, because this reminds me of just like your regular, like, not as much flavoring, but at the same time has a lot of vegetables, a lot of mixture.
Yeah, that's more like to get your vegetables in. Yeah.
That potato. I gave it a 10 out of 10. Still with all the meal preps. Good job, Warren.
All right, guys, I hope this encouraged you to want to meal prep. Comment below which one you think you're gonna try first, and don't forget to like and subscribe.